Hello friends, in chapter number 6 life processes we study nutrition. One type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. We already study in green plants. Now we take another question for autotrophic nutrition. How does desert plants differ from other plants grow in normal habitat on the basis of reduction of CO2? Here in question 1 we discuss about desert plants. In simple autotrophic nutrition in green plants, we already study in green plants during daytime take carbon dioxide and remove oxygen. But in desert plant something is changed, that is desert plants take carbon dioxide during night and make intermediate to take during the daytime. Or we called it intermediate them during the daytime. Simply the plants take carbon dioxide during daytime and remove oxygen, but some changes takes place in desert plant. One marks question is here. The desert plants take carbon dioxide during night because in desert the lack of amount of water we already know, so the plants make a intermediate process and during daytime they use carbon dioxide what they have stored. Some 1 marks question is also here. Another, when we take a cross section of a leaf, we already studied in lower standard, when we take cross section of a leaf and see in the section in the microscope, the microscopic structure shows us that cells are seen between lower epidermis and upper epidermis. Section already given in your textbook. The section shows us that many cells are shown. This is the microscopic structure we can't see in naked eyes. We take a section and see in the microscope. So between lower epidermis and upper epidermis, cells are seen. Cells are like tiny spores. Something like that. This is cell and tiny pores, green colored tiny pores are seen. The green colored tiny pores are chloroplasts. In chloroplast will is present. When we take a cross section of a leaf between two dermis, lower epidermis and upper epidermis, the tiny pores are seen. The green colored tiny pores are chloroplast. In chloroplast, chlorophyll is present. So here one marks two questions. One is desert plants and the another is when we take a cross section of a leaf, and this is also important in the MCQ. Now we take full marks question. The question is stomata. Let's show the structure of stomata, function of stomata. So first we draw the diagram of stomata. First we draw stomatal spores and then we draw the guard cells. And in guard cells, chloroplasts are present. We take two diagrams for comparative stomatal pores, opening or closing. See, two types of diagram we already draw. This shows comparative figure. This is open stomatal pores. Here we draw one, so we write pore. And this one is closed stomatal pore. When we draw the comparative figure, we draw both in one direction, not like one here and second here. See, we draw them in one direction. Compare. This one is open stomatal pores and this one is closed stomatal pores. Both figures shows the structure of stomata. Let's give the name. This one is This is open stomatal pore and this is closed stomatal pores. The two pores, open and close, are covered with, protect with guard cells. And in the guard cells we see dot-like structures. The structures are chloroplast. This one are guard cells. This is open stomatal pore. This is closed stomatal pores, and in guard cells chloroplast are present. Let's see the structure of stomata. What is stomata? Stomata are tiny pores present on the surface of leaves. When we take the section of surface of leaf and see in the microscope, the stomata can be seen. We see in microscope both the structures, open stomatal pore and closed stomatal pores. In open stomatal pore and closed stomatal pore, they are surrounded by two kidney shaped guard cells which are seen in figure. Two guard cells can be present and name of them guard. They protect the stomatal pores, and kidney shape we already know in lower standard. Kidney shape means bean shape. Let's see the functions of stomatal pores. Here we see the functions of, here we clear function of stomatal pores. With the help of stomatal pores, leaves can be breathing when we take oxygen in human. When we take oxygen and remove inhalation oxygen and exhalation remove carbon dioxide, this type of process can be seen in stomatal pores. They are green plants, green leaves, so they take carbon dioxide and remove oxygen. Massive amounts of gaseous exchange takes place in leaves by stomatal pores during the process of photosynthesis. Let's repeat. Massive amounts of gaseous exchange takes place in leaves during the process of photosynthesis. The second is large amount of water can also be lost during the process of transpiration. In the process of transpiration, large amount of water can also be lost. So, two functions can show stomatal pores. Here we clear the functions of guard cells. Two functions can be showing of guard cells. The guard cells can open and close of the stomatal pore. So the opening and closing of stomatal pores can be occurred by guard cells. Guard cells can help in the open and close stomatal pores. How can it occur? Let's see. When guard cells swell, stomatal pore open. When guard cells shrink, stomatal pore close. Here notice one thing, the students can be mistake in writing. You have to write here guard cells. You don't have to write it stomatal pores. In case of students, they can be mistake and they write in fast. So they write stomatal pores. When stomatal pores swell, stomatal pore open. When stomatal pore shrink, stomatal pore close. So you will lose the marks. So you can have to be aware in the writing here. When guard cells swell, stomatal pore open, and when guard cells shrink, stomatal pore close. When the stomatal pores open and close, when they can swell and shrink. And we know in biology, simply in cells, when they can absorb water, they can swell, and when cells absorb water, they can swell, and when they lose water, they are shrink. This is common process in all cells. And the opening and closing of stomatal pores is helpful in two processes, in two conditions: photosynthesis or in condition of water stress. When the carbon dioxide is not needed, the guard cells can help for the opening and closing the stomatal pores, but in two conditions they can helpful most. First is photosynthesis or in condition of water stress. Here the full marks of question: short note about stomatal pores, or write the structure of stomatal pore with the diagram. First we give the diagram, then information of stomata, guard cells, and function of stomatal pores. Two function of stomatal pores. Stomatal pores can be helpful in photosynthesis and transpiration, and then give the function of guard cells. When guard cells swell, stomatal pore open, and guard cells shrink, stomatal pore close. Thus, closing and opening of stomatal pores can helpful in the photosynthesis or in the condition of water stress. 1 marks question here in desert plant and cross section of a leaf. Let's see how autotrophs meet their requirement of raw materials. When they can prepare their own food, they need raw materials. So how autotrophs meet their requirement of raw materials? Let's see the point. In 3 ways autotrophs meet their requirement of raw materials. CO2 used in photosynthesis is taken from atmosphere by, as we know, CO2 can be taken from atmosphere by stomatal pores. Water is used in photosynthesis and they can prepare with the help of water and carbon dioxide, they prepare their own food. Other raw materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium are taken from soil. Here one thing is noticed that water is used in photosynthesis, but in which way? From soil through roots. Roots absorb water and they can make the process of photosynthesis, but root can absorb water, they can take water from soil, is happen in terrestrial plants. So in three ways, carbon dioxide, water and other materials are taken, and autotrophs can take raw materials and make their own food. Out of other materials, nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium, what one is most important? It is called nitrogen. One material is important, you have already studied in lower standard, the importance of nitrogen. Nitrogen cannot present in the atmosphere, we can take direct through atmosphere, as we like take remove carbon dioxide and take oxygen, we cannot takes place exchange through the atmosphere. Nitrogen is used in the synthesis of protein and other nitrogenous compound. This is the most IMP function of nitrogen. Protein and other nitrogenous compounds. The second is nitrogen is taken up in the form of inorganic nitrates or nitrites. Nitrates or nitrites prepared by bacteria from atmospheric nitrogen. In lower standard we already studied about the one type of bacteria which is called fixative bacteria. They can fix atmospheric nitrogen. They are called rhizobium bacteria, and they prepared nitrates and nitrites, and through soil we can take nitrogen. We cannot take directly from atmosphere. So these are the points. Source: raw materials, carbon dioxide, water, other materials, and the importance of nitrogen. Here we complete autotrophic nutrition. Next session we go through heterotrophic nutrition.